Hello, folks. Well, this is Miguel from Embargo Man. So, what is What is the difference between this? Okay, so here news, you know, stopping racial discrimination and stuff like that. Well, put it this way: there's one thing that learning about they, the end of the Civil War. This is something that I have in mind that I have never thought about this. June 19th, Juneteenth, right? It is for people's equality. And what I have learned a lot from YouTube is a lot. It's a lot to saying, okay, this is something, some general announcing in Texas about the end of the Civil War. Well, I mean, it did happen, but there's other stuff going on in this world, and we know that this is something it is. I'm doing this right there on this day, and I am thinking, when would people come up with their minds and what they're gonna come up with up to next, right? So put it this way, and then if I just saying about put it at one point of discrimination, it comes into all different sorts. So thank you for people trying to just stop various kinds of discrimination, and this is not what it is. I mean, the path to stopping discrimination is more beyond selective people's lives. Okay, I mean, this is not where I go with politics or anything like that. Let me be in terms in the specifics. I mean, this is where things get out of hand pretty soon, and we all know things will get out of hand. I still believe in one thing for sure. One thing it is that we heard something about ISIS. Remember those people who go off and cut off heads? Them, all right? So, point of the question is that these guys seems to say, okay, they're gonna head on somewhere in the Philippines, or they no, they been settled in Africa, right? So the thing is to abolish nuclear weapons, because I still believe that one of these days that we hear about ISIS, ISIS this, ISIS that, ISIS. Well, I mean, it's not just freaking blaming the government or blaming whoever it is, but when we hear about the news about ISIS settling somewhere in some part of Africa, right? I still believe there's a higher chance that we're still gonna use nuclear weapons. I mean, why did I say about still using nuclear weapons, right? I mean, in the part of the crooked cops, you have seen to check the video called Green Lives Matter, aka Money, Green Lives Matter, because it is all about bending from racial discrimination to career discrimination, right? But that is just one tip of the iceberg about the Green Lives Matter video, right? So with the Green Lives Matter and all of suddenly about about people related to the Sand Bushmen. I mean, put it this way, there's so many things going on right now in this world. I am hoping that things that I mean, who the heck is gonna go and rock the Nazi flag or something like that? Yeah, the Nazi flag. Nobody's gonna do that kind of garbage. That's the Confederate flag. So what it is with the problem with the Confederate flag theory, about the Confederate flag theory, and whatever this may cause, or what may be. This kind of, I mean, I am sure I am against discrimination, but let me be just to say not to be in this supporting political correctness, because I don't support political correctness. That means being politically incorrect doesn't make a person a racist. It is to fix things what it is, to not just to have selective people or pretend to be, I mean, this is playing the victim card, siding with people that they are the most suffering, just to ban something. Just to ban something, it is. That's not like you could ban a bunch of flags all you want, all right, but you cannot. But but we need something to ban is nuclear weapons. I have done a petition, so everybody could write a petition, and this is where it's going. All right, by now, I mean, what's going on by now? Whatever is gonna happen, all right. Even though, even though I heard about the sand people, there are, they say that the sand people are like the further distance tribes related to Asian people. And then this tribe related to Asian people, I mean, the Sand Bushmen might say, okay, the Sand Bushmen are related to the Korean people. That means the rising sun flag is gonna get banned. Well, ban all the flags you want, right? You know, I mean, who freaking needs to fly the Nazi flag over? That's kind of discriminating, right? Against the Jewish community. Who's gonna freaking fly the Confederate flag? Taking down all these monuments is like saying, okay, let's take down the statue of Adolf Hitler. Boom, take down the statue of Adolf Hitler. Yeah, before anything else, before of people trying to plan to take down the statue of Robert Oppenheimer, J. Robert Oppenheimer, who invented the nuclear weapons. It is what it is. Give it in the history books, all right? So, put it this way. I mean, it would be a good idea to tear down the tear down the freaking statue of Robert Oppenheimer. If I were like to be settled in, for me myself, I'm not even Japanese American or anything like that, but I do believe taking the statue of this guy who invented the nuclear weapons, I feel like taking it down. It's like you taking down all the damn statues right there. You taking all these damn statues of people who enslave other people, the Confederates, and almost everywhere. But taking down the statue of Oppenheimer, it'd be great. It would be great taking down the statue of Robert Oppenheimer and those people who are involved with the use of nuclear weapons. Consider myself to feel for the other people I admire. I really wanted to take down the Oppenheimer statue. Take it down, tear it down, because he invented something that killed certain people back in 1945. Take that shit down. Right? Probably some Japanese Americans. All my hearing is take down the statue of Oppenheimer. Yeah, that's good. But then we need to take down or ban the product that he invented, nuclear weapons, right? Nuclear weapons. Before some other people would take down the Oppenheimer statue when a nuclear weapon is going to be used in Africa. So if that happens, then there's gonna be these people in this political correctness movement people that says take down the Oppenheimer. Look, they nuke Africa. And what does the country have in common? That they have black people dying from nuclear weapons. I'm saying this is where I stand with all the causes. Not just Floyd, not just everybody, but people from all races who died under the police brutality. Then I would say all these people who just been murdered by police officers that only care is about money. So those suckers need to be held accountable. Defund the police unions. Let every crooked cop get fired. But then what we need to do is to abolish nuclear weapons. When we abolish nuclear weapons, that means that the petition that I'm sending here is to ban nuclear weapons because I believe they're gonna use it, and the next site that nuclear weapons will be used is against ISIS, and is against a country where everybody is black. I mean, they're gonna use nuclear weapons in there to destroy ISIS in that area. And then to abolish nuclear weapons, we need to say that if you say this political statement of Black Lives Matter, that is showing up to ban nuclear weapons, sign the petition. If you're saying, because that's other besides the black on black crime and all these other stuff, but sending on nuclear weapons, this is saying globally. So banning the nuclear weapons to prevent taking away black lives within plan to attack ISIS, then here we go. Let's abolish nuclear weapons. But if you don't sign the petition, I do really need the petition to ban nuclear weapons. This is at the time that I noticed that nuclear weapons are not going to be used against the Japanese people. They're going to use against Africans. I mean, the victims will be a different shade of color, darker skin. These people are going to be victims of a nuclear weapons attack, of a nuclear bomb. When ISIS gets attacked, it's going to be with nuclear weapons. And that when you sign that petition to abolish nuclear weapons, it is here. I got it. It is time. It's never too late to say, let's ban nuclear weapons, because the next victims who are going to be victims of a nuclear weapon attack, of a nuclear bomb, will be the black Africans, right? Because they're gonna anytime soon they're gonna fight ISIS, and the way to fight ISIS is by the use of nuclear weapons as the best option to do it. Why? Because I know that all the shit you have been through, sorry about that, I swear, all the crap that you have been through, the slavery, even the people who are descendants of the Jewish tribes of Africa, and all this stuff, would understand all this, bringing them on a boat and tossing the New Testament with the Old Testament, if still in practice for some of you, and this and all this mambo jumbo having in history for all these years, It is time to look around. Let's time to see what we're gonna do. Let's see. They're going to attack ISIS. ISIS is in Africa, and it says, you know what? Let's send a nuclear weapon. Let's use nuclear weapons. Forget North Korea attacking the US. It's the US attacking Africa by using nuclear weapons to destroy ISIS. Yes, to destroy ISIS. Somewhere around Africa. In Black Africa. ISIS is around and it's taking over. And then was the problems going on there? Sooner or later, there's a 99.9% chance that ISIS is gonna be destroyed by a use of a nuclear weapon at Black Africa. Yes, attack you at 99.9% use of a nuclear weapon. All right, and this is to abolish nuclear weapons, and then that's where you heard of it. Ban nuclear weapons. I mean, we all matter, isn't it right? All lives and justice for all, justice for black folks. You know, stop discrimination there. This is where you could stop discrimination within our world leaders. I mean, there's all different sorts of discrimination around the world. Not just racial, but class discrimination, like the rich against the poor, and this and that, blah, 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 blah. I mean, this is nothing new. I mean, discrimination around the world exists, but nuclear weapons? That's just a different story to look at it. Just think about this. If you sign this petition in change.org, you are providing to save the world. And plus, first of all, for some of you, you are providing to save your own people from getting attacked from nuclear weapons because of ISIS is in Africa, and then the best option to attack ISIS being located in Africa is the use of nuclear weapons. In there, you sign that petition, you prevent that, and then if it's not too late, I mean, later on when one part of the world use the last atomic bomb, will be the day that people would react. Yes, people would react. Yes, African Americans would react to say, tear down the statue of Oppenheimer, the guy who invented nuclear weapons. When ISIS get attacked from nuclear weapons, but to prevent that, just sign the petition to ban nuclear weapons. If I wish I were one of these kinds of people that I wanted to go to Japan and stuff, I might just say, tear down the statue of Robert Oppenheimer, and then tear down the statue of Robert Oppenheimer. He freaking killed people. We don't need that shit of people that kill other people. You know, tear those statues down. We don't need that kind of shit. Sorry about that. We don't need that kind of crap. You know, screw all these people. You know, screw all these people that hurt others. But please, sign the petition to abolish nuclear weapons. And let's all fight this together, regardless of race. And it's time to stop discrimination. It is my hashtag. I mean, stop discrimination, because I'm behind you. And I'm behind you and all of you. Regardless, not selecting that certain group of people. That means this is regarding to everybody. This is going to go black, white, yellow, Japanese, Chinese, Jewish, all these people bidding around, that I am saying I am in touch with all these events going on. When people playing the victim card. When you play the victim card, it's not time to play the victim card. It's time to take action and write a petition to ban nuclear weapons before these nuclear weapons are going to be launched to Africa. Goodbye. Peace out. Please subscribe to Embargo Man. Take care, everybody. Bye. And hit the bell for more notifications for more videos.